Hello, my name is Sally Gimmon, and I am the owner of thetrustisyou.com and a podcast called Stop Paying Capital Gains Now with an exclamation mark. The reason I do these lives is because I want to teach as many U.S. business owners, 1099 income, and also investors how they can save federal taxes with the Spendthrift Trust. So few people have ever heard of this trust. I want to teach this to as many people as possible. Now, what's going to happen is that 97% of all trusts sold in the United States are what my mom and dad had, or what Susie Orman talks about, is called the family trust. That trust only avoids going through probate and then dissolves, and all the money has to be given out. This is not your mom and dad's trust. This is coming from the Barron families, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Carnegies, and the Kennedys. Put this into the IRS Tax Code 643B like Bravo. Few people realize the current U.S. tax code went into effect February of 1913. It was only supposed to be around for 6 years, and again, the Barron families put this into the tax code to save federal taxes. This actually comes from England, way back when King Henry VIII got in trouble for chopping off his wives' heads. Excuse me. He started the Church of England. This is a contract law from England that came to the United States while we were still a colony. The law firm I work on behalf of has a trust they inherited that turned 350 years old in 2023. It's an amazing thing. So it is as legal can be. And if you want information about this, I have 2 pages of case law I will send to you. Now, just to give you an overall umbrella of this, there are 5 different trusts. I'm going to talk about 2 of them mostly, the business trust and the beneficial trust. There are 5 elements to this trust that makes this trust very, very special. Number 1, it's irrevocable. It goes from generation to generation to generation. The Rockefellers Trust is called The Office. It's 7 generations old and has almost 400 people under the same EIN, or employee identification number. So this is the same trust the Rockefellers have. Irrevocable. Complex. This trust can hold money day to day, week to week, year to year, month to month, decade to decade. The trust I talked about, the family trust, that dissolves after probate. You don't go through probate and it dissolves. So again, this is not your mom and dad's trust. Number 3, discretionary. This trust, whoever the trustee or trustees can make the rules for the beneficiaries. Whatever happens, it can't be contested in court. Number 4, non-grantor. This is what makes this trust so very, very special. Again, what my mom and dad had, what Susie Orman talks about, it's a grantor trust. That's why it dissolves. When you start the Spendthrift Trust, you will have somebody who is not a beneficiary sign up for the trust, and for 10 minutes, they're going to be the settler, and they're going to be the trustee for 10 minutes, and then they're going to sign away. You will need their social security number. This is not a speed bump. Worst case scenario, if you can't find someone to do this, either myself or somebody at the law firm will do this for you free of charge. So again, irrevocable, complex, discretionary, non-grantor, and the 5th element, spendthrift. This has been in front of the United States Supreme Court twice. Both times the Supreme Court has favored with the Spendthrift Trust. And again, if you send me an email at info@thetrustisyou and want the case law, I will send that to you. This is as legal can be. So we're going to discuss 2 primary trusts, so you'll have this. But all these trusts, the business trust, the beneficial, I have to apologize. I'm not going to bring anybody on live. The last time I did that, they were naked. I will do a Q&A. My next Q&A will be December 12th, 4 p.m. East Coast time on Zoom. On these things, I don't bring anybody on because I don't want to see naked people with their little junk. It was ugly. So again, with these, you're going to save in 4 very important ways. Number 1, you're going to save federal taxes year after year, generation after generation. Everybody wants to save federal taxes. Number 2, you're going to keep your information completely private. If you currently have an LLC, S Corp, or C Corp, I can write a Freedom of Information letter to the Secretary of State or the Corporation Commission, include a stamped envelope, and I will get all the information on that LLC. Your name, your address, your phone number, and the documentation. That is private at all. Number 3, I can't stop you from being sued, but you will not pay any judgments if you are sued. The old adage from Nelson Rockefeller, Own nothing, control everything. Just to give you an idea, this is a true story. One of my clients has 100 doors in Chicago, doing very, very well. This past summer, he was driving his RV. I haven't seen it, but knowing Patrick, it's this beautiful $250,000 RV. He couldn't slow down for traffic. He hit the car in front of him, that got pushed into the car in front of her. No one was injured, thank God. She jumps out, sees a very expensive RV, the insurance card, it's owned by the trust. The trust pays for the insurance card, but Patrick's license is Patrick's license. So 6 weeks later, Patrick gets sued by the woman. The insurance company paid to fix her car and the car in front of her. His insurance probably went up, but the trust is paying for that. She goes to sue Patrick, but Patrick's worth nothing. That lawsuit went away as a frivolous lawsuit. She has no idea he has this she knows he has the RV, but she has no idea he has 120 doors in Chicago. That's what this trust keeps you from. So again, save federal taxes, keep your information private, pay no judgments if you get sued. And the fourth element, if you don't know about the 2024 Corporate Transparency Act that's starting January 1st from the Treasury Department here in the United States, it's an ugly bill. If you're currently an LLC, doing business as, or a corporation, you don't have to do the paperwork until January 1st of 2025. If you start a new LLC, doing business as, or corporation, you have 1 month to do the paperwork for the Treasury Department, or be fined $10,000 or 2 years in jail. Yikes, that's ugly. $10,000 or 2 years in jail. With any of the Spendthrift Trusts that we're going to discuss, you're shielded from doing this paperwork year after year after year. Now, this trust is on the federal level. It's in the federal taxes, 643B. If your CPA or your financial advisor says he doesn't believe this, a textbook that trust attorneys study in law school. There are 1 million attorneys in the United States, only 4% are trust attorneys. So most lawyers only get a few hours of trust law, and that's it. So this is a textbook, Trust Attorneys Study in Law School. It's called Scott and Asher on Trust, 5th edition. That's going to be there for your CPAs and your financial planners. With what's going to be happening with the Transparency Act, you'll no longer have to do the paperwork. And if you don't do the paperwork incorrectly, you could be charged $500 a day. So again, the trust is legal, copywritten in the IRS Tax Code 643B. It's going to save you federal taxes, keep your information private. You'll pay no judgments if you get sued, and you won't have to do the 2024 Corporate Transparency Act. An amazing thing. Now, with the business trust, this is for U.S. business owners, 1099 income earners. You're going to save federal income taxes year after year, generation after generation. And if you get everything in the trust, you will save state federal income taxes if you're in New York, Illinois, or California, or other states. Now, I can legally say you're going to save at least 70% on your federal taxes year after year, generation after generation, before deductibles. The majority of my clients are up to 90 to 95%. You never want to be at zero because that's when the IRS comes after you, like a former president of ours. So personally, in 2022, I saved 92% on my 3 businesses. I'm not trying. I only paid 8%. An amazing thing. When you go out to the website, www.thetrustisyou.com, I'm going to send you a video that you can watch free of charge. When I go live, I do have a video of when I just went live in October where I show one of my favorite pizzerias here in the Charlotte area. They're going to save over $22,000 every single year at 70%. In 2024, they're going to open a 3rd pizzeria. In 2025, they're going to open a 4th pizzeria. When they retire in 3035, they're going to leave 2 to one child, 2 to another child. The children will pay no inheritance tax, and they too will save 1099 income. Again, from one of my videos, if you want to see this here, just go out to Spendthrift Trust. I will send you my video from November. Some of the examples I have on there: a real estate agent selling one house August 31st, 2023. She saved $3,900. A business coach who does group coaching and individual coaching. He's going to save over $58,000 every single year in 1099 income. Amazing. A person who with an Etsy store, she resells earrings. She's going to save about $13,500 every single year with her Etsy store. A gentleman in Ohio with 4 sub shops, he's going to save over $31,000 at 70%. This is all at 70%. A real estate broker who is a real estate broker and has agents under him. We know from his 2022 taxes, he's going to save $46,600 in federal taxes at 70%. Amazing. An Amazon store owner. Fun story. She got laid off in April 2020. She's a single mom of 3 kids. Next morning she woke up, she's sitting in her kitchen drinking coffee going, what the heck am I going to do? She started an Amazon store selling dog chew toys. In July, August, and September, her Amazon store was making over $20,000 a year, $20,000 a month. So we went further out, and if she continues doing that, or even more, she's going to save $42,900 every single year. She's a single mom of 3 kids. She started crying. She goes, I'm going to put that $42,900 into a college fund for my 3 kids so they can go to college and do whatever they want to do. I had to work. I had a menial job because I only graduated from high school. Again, all this information is out there. The business trust is for 1099 income earners and business owners to save federal income taxes year after year, generation after generation. Keep your information 100% private. Pay no judgments if you get sued. And you don't have to do the 2024 Corporate Transparency Act. The beneficial trust. This is what my personal story, to tell you the truth. I became a real estate investor in 2018, and I was working full-time as a Medicare broker. In 2019, I was still working full-time as a Medicare broker, and I wholesaled 7 bank-owned properties nationwide. Yay, Sally! I paid off $184,000 in debt. Way to go, Sally. Well, I forgot about capital gains, and when I did my taxes, April 2020, I had to get on a payment plan with the IRS. Big, huge L on my forehead saying I'm a loser. In my real estate group, everyone thought I was rocking it, but I had to pay capital gains. So I had a book from Garrett Gunderson that talked about the Rockefellers Trust. I had a paperback copy. I started researching this. And in September of 2020, I put my first property into the trust. It was a bank-owned reverse mortgage I bought for $20,000 that was going to go to auction for $50,000. In between, that $30,000 in between, I would have to pay, because I was at 24% tax rate, I would have to pay $7,100 on that deal. Remember, the 2020, we're in the middle of COVID. I didn't go to auction until 13 months later. When it finally went to auction, it went up to $64,000. Yay, Sally. I made $44,000 on that one property. Even better, on that first property in the beneficial trust, I saved $10,368 in short-term capital gains. Since that time, 2020, I've done 29 wholesale deals. I have 12 notes that pay me interest income. My friend does my options trading. That's dividend income. And I have rental income. All of this, and royalties. I get paid a royalty for selling the trust. So with the beneficial trust, whatever kind of investor you are, you will not pay short-term or long-term capital gains, interest income, dividend income, rental income. Yes, you can take depreciation. I'm not taking that away from you, but you're still going to not pay any judgments if you get sued, and royalties. It's an amazing thing. Now, with all these trusts, you're going to save federal taxes, keep your information private, pay no judgments if you get sued, and not do the 2024 Corporate Transparency Act. I'm inviting you to set a 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me at www.thetrustisyou.com/scheduling. Again, when you set up a schedule with me, I'm going to take you out to NerdWallet. I'm going to show you the formula on how much you're going to save. I'm going to give you a PDF copy of the book I read. I'm going to give you the case law. And if you decide to start working with me and the law firm to get this trust, you're going to leave a legacy for your family. And I will send you a formula on how to start building up business credit with the trust. You're going to get a new EIN number, employee identification number, and you're going to start putting everything under a new bank account. You'll get a debit card so you can access the money at that debit card, but you want to start building business, Dun & Bradstreet business on your trust. This trust is legal, copywritten in the IRS Tax Code 643B. I personally, in 3 years I've had my trust, have saved 6 figures in federal taxes. I'm helping business owners who sell their business save the 15 or 20% on their taxes when they sell that business. And then I'm helping everybody else save money. Just to give you an idea, tax code is from 10% to 37%, 7 different layers, 4 ways to file your taxes. And with the business trust, I suggest you be making at least $75,000 in gross income before starting your business trust, starting that. Unfortunately, I'm not bringing anybody on live. The last time I did that, they were naked. So sorry, I won't do that. With the beneficial trust, just to give you an idea, if you are in 22% tax rate and you wholesale a house at $50,000, you will pay $11,000 in short-term capital gains. You do that twice in 1 year, you've paid for the trust. I want to help as many U.S. business owners, 1099 income earners, and investors save federal taxes. My website, www.thetrustisyou.com. You get a free video, or you can set up a 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me. I'm going live December 12th, 4 p.m. on Zoom, www.thetrustisyou.com/save. Or you can always reach out to me on any of my videos on TikTok. I want to say thank you for coming to this meeting. I want to help as many people save as much taxes as possible. Have a beautiful Thanksgiving. Have fun with your family and take care. Bye-bye.